the Warriors have a good chance of meeting the Kings again in the first round of the playoff. We all know you and Coach Brown go back a long way, but this is the first time you guys against each other as the head coach. Is there any like tension start between the two of you, like in trash talk?
There's trash talk, but in a joking way. It's all in good fun, you know. Mike is beloved in our organization, and there's no tension at all. We're thrilled for him and his success, and you know they've just had an amazing season, and yeah, no tension. It's all good.
Steve, what are your thoughts on Kevon's performance on the glass tonight, and the idea that he's one more appearance away from going all 82 back-to-back?
Yeah, Loon, I don't know what else to say about Loon. He's established himself as one of the best rebounders in the league, also as one of the most reliable players in the league, night after night, you know, just being there for us. He's also a stabilizer. You know, we have a team that can kind of lose poise, like you saw tonight. 24 turnovers. We had some really bad possessions, and you know, Loon is a stabilizing force. He had 7 assists tonight, only 1 turnover, 16 rebounds. Loon is, you know, he's just one of our best players.
You mentioned the turnovers. Just what did you make of them? What was causing them so much?
Carelessness was the main cause. You know, I mean, Sacramento played hard and they got into the ball and they forced a couple, but you saw, you know, some of the careless passing that we're not going to be able to get away with, you know, in the playoffs. So we've got to win one more game, obviously, to get in, but. Assuming we get in, we're going to have to play a lot better than we did tonight.
Carelessness and is a word or synonyms for that word has been something that's been brought up all season long. With the playoffs right there, like how do you kind of shape that finally heading into the postseason? Well,
you think about last year. We've always been, you know, a team that kind of lives on the edge. You know, we're a little wild, a little chaotic, but we've thrived in that chaos for many years. So we just can't cross the edge. I think you might remember against Memphis in the playoffs last year, we had a game where I think the closeout game, we had 22, 23 turnovers. And then we spent the next two series against Dallas and Boston really taking care of the ball and executing and playing well. So it's up to us. We have it in us, but the focus, the attention to detail, it all has to be there.
Steve, you mentioned Kevon as a stabilizing force. How much did Clay seemed particularly locked in and sort of in his zone a bit tonight? And as you get closer to the playoffs, given everything he's been through the last couple of years, do you see him sort of relishing this maybe more than ever?
Yeah.
How much do you need that from him?
Well, Clay's had a great season. You know, he really got it going there, especially in the second half. And his defense was good. I thought we picked up the intensity in the third quarter and got a little separation, and Clay played a big role in that at both ends. So obviously he's a 4-time champion and a guy who's made big shots in big games his whole career. So we're going to need all of that going forward.
Just piggybacking off that, do you think Clay's playing back at a level he was back in 2019?
Everyone always wants to talk about or ask that question, and I just think it's 2023. So, like, we could just keep going back and, you know, with every player and say, 4 years ago he was this, he was that. It doesn't matter. You know, it's whatever that's happening right now is what matters. And Clay, just like Steph, just like Draymond, they're different players now than they were 5 years ago, just because of age and wear and tear and wisdom, and you got to throw it all in the mix. And but Clay is a great player still, and that's the main thing. So I just don't find the value in going back to comparing him to other years.
Were you concerned with Jordan's performance tonight, or was it just one of those nights?
No, he had a tough night. I thought the game got away from him a little bit. He let the the officiating bother him a little bit, and he's got to be able to play through that. He knows that. We talk to him about it all the time, and I thought he did a good job, in the second half of getting to the line at some key times when we needed some points and staying poised, staying under control. It was just a tough shooting night, but I thought he was much better in the second half than he was in the first.
When you signed Dante, you probably already knew he was a good defender, right? Good connectors. You're like, did you expect him to shoot this well, this consistently?
We knew he had it in him because he had shown that both at Villanova and early in his career in Milwaukee. He was an excellent three-point shooter, but he struggled a little bit the last couple of years with injuries, and that I think that hurt his shooting. So we felt like Dante had it in him to shoot the ball well, and I think this might be a career high for him from a percentage standpoint. So I think part of what's happened is he's just gotten really comfortable and confident playing with the guys out there, and he's been healthy all year, and he's been able to build a rhythm. But he's had a great season for us.